I want to share an example of a big belief that has really, well, it's driven this thing. And it's this. I believe that it's pointless to explain the relevance of being an infantry officer to a hiring manager who's never held a weapon, right? And that's why we're here now, because I don't think we should have to. I think that I'd rather go find another infantry officer, another artillery officer, and work for him, right? That's transformative. And I don't know how you get there until you actually are there. And I'd love to hear you talk about that a little bit, Bill. Like, how do you? It's one thing to find the big belief, but how do you go get one in the first place?
Well, I'll give you one of ours, Jason, just so we have a second one. I believe, I'll give you two. I believe if you win at work and you lose at home, you failed. And that does not happen on my watch if we're connected. Number two, I believe in 10x business, extraordinary life, at the same time. Both are bold in the sense because if you go to the library or you go to any bookstore, the books that they're promoting tell you that you can do it all, be it all, and everything's okay. It's not. I'm 1 for 2 on marriages. All right. And, I can justify all I want about how great I was in that first marriage, but I was working 100 hours a week. I was working for the family, bringing home the bacon, but I wasn't listening. And so I was losing at home. I was a little blind to that, but I was winning at work. Oh my gosh, I had all these, everything I touched was awesome, except when I came home, right? So Jason, here's what I think. What I experience, I'm going to think of Byron. Byron's one of our newer members. He's awesome. And he's hung out his shingle as a coach, as a particular kind of coach, and he's going to be awesome. All right. But when he joined us and we would say, well, what do you do and all that, he would talk with marbles in his mouth. He would talk corporate speak. He would talk book speak. He would talk what he read on blogs. But what I've learned from him, he's a West Point grad, infantry officer. He's retired from the military and he's younger than me. So, he had combat tours. As we hung out over time and I would challenge him on things, he began to challenge me back, and there were the bold beliefs.
There you go.
In other words, I think when you go through these self-awareness exercises, Jason, I think when you think about why in the hell did you take this job or start this company, and you go, well, it's because I believe in high quality. You got to be kidding me.
Right.
Make me vomit. That is not why you did this, because otherwise you would have done something else. So people like that, Jason, that you aggregate in these rooms are filled with bold beliefs. Now, listen to me. Your core, for you business owners, you entrepreneurs, your core, or for you corporate leaders who should be doing this in your jobs, your core is what you talk to each other about inside the castle wall. Yeah, it's common language, it's common direction, it's that secret talk that, everybody knows what our BHAG is. Everybody knows what our core values are. All right. But when you move over into the brand, especially the bold beliefs, Jason, that's where you stand on the castle wall in the parapet and you grab a megaphone and you speak to everybody out there and everybody stops and listens. What you're building with your bold beliefs, Jason, and this is important, is you're building a dog whistle. You see, one of the biggest reasons we don't have good, bold beliefs, Jason, all right, is because we don't know who our perfect customer is. Dennis is a coach. Dennis could say, well, everybody needs strengths. Everybody needs a coach. Teenager, 65-year-old retiree, corporate leader, small business, nonprofit, urban area, rural area, everybody needs me. And he won't have any customers because he can't speak the right language to all those people all at the same time. And so what you're building with your bold beliefs is the dog whistle that ignores the cats for now, the giraffes, the rhinoceroses, and guess who comes running? all those people who believe that I don't need to frickin' justify myself because I was an infantry officer to some hiring manager who doesn't have a clue. And so, those people who don't believe in you, I bet you there's not a lot of corporate hiring managers here, but I bet you there might be a hell of a lot of infantry officers, Jason, because they go, yeah, exactly. That's what I'm talking about. And then everybody else just ignores you. Who cares? You got your tribe. And you feel happy and energized about it because you're being yourself. You're being authentic, Jason.